DeepSeek's AI model came to life in just 2 months, thanks to a solid investment of $5.6 million. That's a striking contrast to the billions that American companies are pouring into their projects. You've got to wonder how this impacts the traditional costs we associate with AI development. What's even more impressive? DeepSeek's latest model not only matches but actually outshines big names like GPT-4 and Llama across a bunch of benchmarks. This kind of success could really shake things up in the AI game, showing just how competitive and capable these new models can be. Now, despite some pretty tough semiconductor restrictions from the US, DeepSeek still found a way to innovate using less powerful hardware. This shows just how resilient and resourceful the Chinese AI scene can be when pushed to the limit. And let's talk about open source models. These are popping up everywhere, giving developers a chance to innovate without needing deep pockets. This shift is a game changer, really reducing the barriers for entry into AI, making cutting-edge tech more accessible for everyone. DeepSeek has found a cool way to use existing AI frameworks to their advantage, proving that small, smart tweaks can lead to some pretty rapid advancements. This approach really challenges the traditional, resource-heavy methods of AI development we often hear about. As competition heats up, OpenAI is feeling the heat to justify its big spending. With more budget-friendly options popping up, it's really raising the question of whether those massive investments in proprietary language models are still worth it. This could totally shake up how AI gets funded in the future. The rivalry between the US and China in AI development underscores just how vital it is to stay at the forefront of technology. Those open-source models might just give developers in both countries a serious competitive edge. But here's the kicker: China's AI models are operating under some strict state regulations, which definitely shapes the narratives and information that get shared. That raises some eyebrows about potential autocratic control over AI tech. Speaking of challenges, the hardware access gap between the US and China has a big impact on the quality of AI models. Yet, China's knack for coming up with innovative solutions in resource-limited scenarios could lead to some unexpectedly efficient results. There's also this unique mixed expert model that's proving tricky to train. It's got these irregular loss spikes that require some pretty creative fixes for stability. This really highlights the intricate world of advanced AI development. Oh, and let's not forget about floating-point, 8-bit training. It's a technique that some researchers are digging into for better numerical stability. It's different from the more common FP16 training, showing off the variety of approaches folks are taking in AI development. China is making waves in AI, challenging that old stereotype that they just copy Western innovations. They're racking up some impressive technical achievements and showing they can compete on the global stage. Another interesting trend? Open-source models from China are catching on with developers in the US. This is raising some eyebrows about ownership and how control of the ecosystem is shaping up. It really shines a light on the urgent need for American innovation. It's essential for American companies like Meta to step it up and create better AI models. Competing solely on innovation seems way more viable than trying to stifle the competition. When we dive into the costs of AI development, it's clear that there's a significant gap in funding. Some companies are pulling off amazing results without breaking the bank, which raises some big questions about the future of those closed-source models. The uncertainty surrounding reasoning models might actually play into the hands of the current leaders in the market. But that advantage could shift as more players enter the scene by the end of the year. DeepSeek's recent achievements show us that big strides in AI can happen even in tough environments, changing the way we think about technological limitations. This development might just boost confidence across emerging AI markets. As companies rethink their investment strategies, it's becoming clear that high-end GPUs might not be the only path to competitive AI performance. This realization could lead to a whole new way of allocating resources in AI development. When it comes to advertising models, the approach is definitely thoughtful. Quality and accuracy of information are key, and there's a promise that sponsored content won't mess with user experience or skew answers. Brands like Intuit and Dell are teaming up to navigate this evolving landscape, recognizing that AI-driven inquiries are the way to go instead of sticking to traditional search engines. They're looking to be ahead of the curve on these new platforms. Lastly, advertisers have to adapt to shifting user habits, which really emphasizes the need for innovation in marketing strategies. There's a buzz of excitement as they're eager to learn from these new platforms as they come to life.